Welcome to today, which is Wednesday and Thursday. We're just going to be day 1 and day 2 of rounding. It's going to be the same video. I'll post it twice. So hopefully you don't watch it 2 times unless you really want to. But we're going to just use the same video for both days because it's literally the same thing. And just practicing. It's our first 2 days of rounding. So again, you're most likely going to have a live math lesson, so it's super important that you attend those because this is going to be super beneficial. But in case you forget what you're learning in class, it is this, and this is the most crucial part. You need to know your place value. And again, if you don't remember it, you can always go back to Monday when we're talking about place value. That had a great anchor chart that you can use because again, you only have to know up to thousandths, but when you're rounding, you underline the number you're rounding to, and then the number to the right, if it's 5 or more, you round it up. If it's not 5 or more, you keep it the same, and that's it. All right, so keep that in mind while we're talking about this. And again, we'll get there, okay? So we'll do a little lessons here in just a second. So let's see. First page is literally just rounding to 0 or 1. Are these closer to 0 or 1? And remember, these are our hundredths. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 59 hundredths. So I'm going to write that down. So we have 59 hundredths, y'all. 59 hundredths. Got that? So we're rounding to the nearest whole number because it's asking you, are you closer to 0 or 1? Well, think about that. So that means there's a 0 here. So we're going to underline the 0 and we're going to circle the 5. So, question though. This 5, is this 5 large enough to change this whole? Yes, because this number is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this 5 is going to be like, hey, 0, you're underlined, but you're going to go up 1, and that's going to turn it into a 1. And that is why 59 hundredths is going to be rounded to 1. All right. So let's look at this next one right here. So we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So we got 45 hundredths. So again, we're going to put our 0. Is this closer to 0 or 1? Well, we're going to underline the 0 and circle the 4. So again, ask ourselves, is the circle number 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? No, Mr. Morrison, it's a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So guess what? It is not strong enough. It is not big enough. It is not large enough to change this 0 into a 1. So the 0 is going to stay the same, and that's it. It's closer to 0. Could it be 0.00? Yeah, I guess. But guess what? 0 and 0.00 is the exact same number. So again, that's what you are going to do. So again, hardest thing. It's the hardest thing we'll ever have to do. All right. Is when you're rounding. So 3 and 7400. Say let's round into the nearest 10th. You're going to circle or underline the 7. Circle this 4. Is this 4 large enough to change this 7? No, it's not. So guess what? 3 and 7/10 is what 3 and 7/4 rounds to. Round into the nearest 10th. Common mistake. Common. So if you do this, you're not alone, but we got to get that fixed. Is you forget to put the 3 back. 3 and 7/10 is what it rounds to, not just 7/10. So if you're putting this on a number line, 3 and 74 hundredths is closer to 3 and 7/10 than it is 3 and 8/10. And again, Miss Dyer and Miss Mo and myself may show you that in a small group. But again, do not forget the 3 holes. That's the number one mistake that I see most people make. All right, so we got this, y'all. We got this. I think we got this. Again. All right, let's go. So this one, kind of interesting. I found this and I was like, hey, I want to do this. So it says, pull the arrow to show the decimal rounded to the nearest whole number. So that means the number to the left of the decimal, the first digit, not like 11. You wouldn't look at this second one. You're looking at this first one, okay? So 7 and 45 hundredths. So you're going to underline the 7. Circle the 4. Is that 4 going to be big enough? No, it's not, y'all. So you're going to click on this little arrow, and then you click on this, Draw a line right there. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do, y'all. All you got to do. Underline the 1, circle the 3. Is that 3 strong enough? No, it's not. No, it's not. So guess what? That 3 is going to say, 1, you need to stay the same. I ain't strong enough to help you. So guess what? This is going to round to 7. No. 11. So you click and drag. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. What about 9 and 64 hundredths? So let's underline the 9. Circle the 6. Is that 6 a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? Yes. So it's going to say 9. I got your back. Let's rise up. And so the 9's going to be like, okay, I need to rise up. But then it has a 9. You can't have 10 holes, like just 10 in the single. So you got to take that 10. 1 goes in the 10's place, and the 0 stays in the 1's place. And that's why 9 and 64 hundredths rounds to 10. Just like that. All right. And that's all you got to do on this page. Just look, underline, and circle. Look, underline, circle. Identify what you're rounding to, which is the whole number. So the 9's underlined, the 0's underlined, the 8's underlined, and then the 3 would be circled, the 2 would be circled, the 6 would be circled, and so on. And then you still got to do this side. All right. So this one says round to the nearest 10th. So you got to look. I know almost all these numbers look like they got decimal points attached to them. I'm sorry. So it says 476 and 149 thousandths. So rounding this tenths, we're going to underline this 1. Boop, 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 boop. If I had a marker right now on my screen, I'd underline that 1. Circle the 4. 4's like, I ain't strong enough to change you, y'all. So guess what? Then it just turns into 476, 476 and 1/10. That's it. Could you add those zeros from the 409? Yeah, but again, they just disappear anyway. So I just keep it simple. Keep it simple, silly y'all. So again, that's what we're doing today, tomorrow, and technically on Friday, but Friday is going to be a little bit different. So that's what we're doing today and tomorrow. So if you need any help, please reach out to Ms. Dyer or Miss Mo or myself, Miss Stoll, Mr. Bronger. We're all here to help you. And again, you could probably call your 4th grade teacher, 3rd grade teacher, and be like, I need a little bit of help. I'm too scared to ask. Don't be scared for the first thing, but I'll guarantee they're going to help you too. And Mr. Morrison has tons of YouTube videos you can watch. So if you're like, Mr. Morrison, can you find us a YouTube video to watch? Absolutely. So again, if you need to reach us, please reach out to us because we're always here for you. All right. See you guys soon. Welcome to day 1 and 2 of rounding.